everyone! Welcome back to Learn English with NewPod. I'm Grace, and I am so happy to have you with us today.
And I'm Kevin. Today, we have a very important topic. We are going to talk about a problem that almost every learner has, translating everything in your head before you speak.
Yes, and I have to be honest, Kevin. I still do this. I feel like my English is getting better, but I am still at an intermediate level. Every time I want to say something, I think of it in my native language first, translate it into English, and then say it. It makes me feel so slow.
Oh, the mental translator trap. Don't worry, Grace. This is very normal. It is like having a little translator living inside your brain, but he works very slowly.
That is exactly how it feels. It is very tiring. Why does my brain do that? Why can't it just let me speak in English without that extra step?
I think it is because your brain wants to feel safe. Your native language is your home. When you speak English, your brain is scared of making mistakes. So, it uses your native language like a safety net to make sure you are right.
That makes a lot of sense. I am scared to make mistakes, so I check everything in my head first. But I know it is stopping my fluency.
And that is the problem. Fluency is about the flow, the way your words move together naturally. When you stop to translate, you break that flow. You use all your energy on translating, so you don't have enough energy left to actually listen or enjoy the conversation.
It is true. I am so busy translating my own words that I don't really hear what the other person is saying.
Exactly. You are doing double the work. No wonder you feel tired after a conversation.
It is a miracle I can speak at all. So, is it possible to stop this? Can I really start thinking in English, or am I stuck with this habit forever?
You can stop it, but it takes practice. It is like learning to ride a bike without training wheels. At first, you might feel a little wobbly or scared, but you have to let go of that safety net if you want to become better.
I am ready to try. I just need to know how to start. So, Kevin, I kind of understand why my brain does it. It wants to feel safe. But why does it make me so slow? When I speak to my friends in my own language, I don't even think about the words. They just come out. Why is English so different?
That's a great question, and it comes down to how your brain handles information. When you speak your native language, your brain is doing what we call processing information automatically. It's like breathing. You don't tell your lungs to breathe, they just do it.
Right, it's automatic. I don't have to choose the words, they are just there.
Exactly. But when you are translating, you are forcing your brain to do two extra steps. First, you have to find the word in your native language. Second, you have to look for the map in your head to find the English equivalent. That second step is a manual task. It's not automatic at all.
It's like I'm trying to walk to a destination, but I have to stop at every single corner to look at a map.
That is the perfect way to describe it. Think about it. If you are driving a car and you have to look at a map every 10 seconds, you are going to drive very slowly, and you are definitely not going to enjoy the scenery. You might even crash.
I definitely feel like I'm crashing during my conversations sometimes. I get so nervous about picking the wrong word from my mental map that I stop speaking mid-sentence.
And that is exactly what breaks your confidence. When you translate, you are always searching for an exact match. But English doesn't always have an exact match for your native words. Sometimes, you just have to explain the idea.
Oh, I do that all the time. I try to find the perfect word, and when I can't find it, I just give up and go silent.
That's the translation bottleneck. You are creating a traffic jam in your own brain. By trying to be 100% accurate with your translation, you are actually making yourself less effective at communicating. You are prioritizing accuracy over connection.
I never thought about it like that. I thought being accurate was the best way to be a good speaker.
Not at all. A good speaker is someone who can keep the conversation moving. If you make a small mistake but you keep talking, the other person will understand you. But if you stop for 10 seconds to translate a word in your head, the conversation dies.
So, you're saying I should worry less about the map and just start walking?
Exactly. Stop looking at the map. Just start talking. Even if you use the wrong word, you are keeping the conversation alive. That is true fluency.
I understand the problem now. I need to stop looking at the map and just start walking. But how do I actually stop the translation process? It happens so fast that I don't even realize I'm doing it.
To stop it, you need to change how your brain connects words to objects. I recommend a technique called labeling. Most people learn English by saying chair equals native word equals chair. You are building a bridge between English and your native language.
Yes, that is exactly how I learned in school. I always wrote the translation next to the English word.
We need to destroy that bridge. Instead, you need to create a direct connection. Try this today. Walk around your house or your office and label the things you see in English. Look at a chair and say, chair. Look at a window and say, window. Do not think of the word in your native language at all.
That sounds almost too simple. Does it really work?
It works because it forces your brain to create a new association. You are teaching your brain that the object itself is the trigger for the English word, not your native language. You are essentially rewiring your brain to recognize the world in English.
I see. So instead of chair translates to X, I am just making the sound chair when I see the object.
Exactly. And don't stop at objects. Do this with actions too. When you are making coffee, say, I am pouring the water. When you are walking, say, I am walking. By doing this, you are practicing the language in the moment rather than translating it in your head.
That makes sense. It's like labeling the world. If I do this every day, will it eventually become automatic?
Yes, that is the goal. At first, it will feel strange because your brain is used to the old way. But if you practice these labels enough, your brain will stop looking for the native word and start reaching for the English word first. You are building a new, shorter path for your thoughts to travel.
I like the idea of building a shorter path. It sounds like it will make my brain much less tired.
It absolutely will. The goal is to make the path from seeing the object to saying the word as short and as fast as possible.
I like the labeling idea, but that mostly helps with objects and simple actions. What happens when I need to express more complex thoughts? Sometimes I feel like I have a story in my head, but I don't know how to tell it in English without translating every single sentence.
That is where you use the Self-Narrator Exercise. Imagine you are the main character in a movie and you are narrating your own life. Just talk to yourself about what you are doing, how you are feeling, or what you are planning for the day. For example, I am finishing my work now. I feel a bit tired, so I want to have some tea.
So, just talk out loud to myself? I do that sometimes, but I usually get stuck when I don't know a specific word. That is usually when I jump back into my native language.
That is the perfect moment to practice circumlocution. This is a big word, but it just means talking around a word you don't know. Instead of stopping your flow to look up a word, you describe it using the English you already have.
Can you give me an example?
Let's say you want to talk about a kettle, but you forget the English word. Instead of translating it, you say, "It is the thing in the kitchen that I use to boil water for tea." You are still thinking in English, even if you are using more words to explain the meaning.
I see. So, I'm not allowed to stop. I have to find a way to keep the English train moving, even if I have to take a longer route to explain what I mean.
Exactly. The goal of the self-narrator is to keep the momentum going. By describing things you don't know, you are actually training your brain to stay inside the English world. You stop relying on the mental translator and start relying on your own creativity.
That feels much better than getting frustrated and quitting. It's like a game. How can I explain this without using my native language?
You got it. And the more you play this game, the better you get at it. Eventually, you won't even notice you are describing things. You will just be thinking in English, fluidly, without needing to translate a single word.
It's like building a muscle. The more I practice narrating my day, the stronger my English voice becomes.
Precisely. You are becoming your own teacher, and you are learning how to solve problems in English, using only English.
We have covered a lot today. We talked about why we translate, why it slows us down, and 2 great ways to stop it: the labeling technique and the self-narrator exercise. I feel like I have a real plan now.
I'm glad to hear that, Grace. Remember, thinking in English isn't something that happens overnight. It's like a muscle. It gets stronger the more you use it. Don't worry if you feel a bit slow at the start. Just keep practicing.
That's a good reminder. I think the most important thing I learned today is that it's okay to be imperfect. I just need to keep the English train moving, even if I have to explain things in a simple way.
Exactly. Fluency is about confidence and keeping the conversation alive, not about finding the perfect word every single time. If you can communicate your ideas, you are winning.
And now, it's time for your comment homework. We want to hear from you.
Here is your challenge. Try the self-narrator exercise for just 1 minute today. Then, come to the comments and tell us, what was the hardest thing to describe using only English? Did you have to talk around a word? Let us know how it went.
I'm going to try it during my walk later today. I'll be looking for your comments to see how you handled the challenge.
Don't forget to hit the like button if you found these tips helpful, and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode on leveling up your English.
Thanks for learning with us today, everyone. Stop translating, start thinking in English, and we will talk to you very soon.
See you next time. Bye-bye.